This video demonstrates how to set the workpiece origins for Heliner machines with an aggregate head and saw blade attachment. Turn on the vacuum pump and manually lower the spindle until the edge of the saw touches the top surface of the material. This is where we will set our Z workpiece origin to. In the Offset Settings window, highlight the Z coordinate of the workpiece origin you are using. We recommend using G55 to keep G54 clear. Press Workpiece Coord. Press Apply Machine Coordinate. Note the negative number in the G55 Z coordinate. This number is the distance from the machine's top position to the position of the spindle when the saw blade is at the workpiece origin. As such, the G55 coordinate system will not work with any tool other than the saw blade, as it does not use a tool length offset. To make sure that the saw blade does not have a tool length offset, press Tool Set. Under Tool 8, which is the saw blade, ensure that its geometry is set to 0. We will be setting the X coordinate to the edge of the waster board that has been aligned to the pop-up pins. Manually drive the spindle until the edge of the saw blade touches against the edge of the waster board. Press Offset Settings and then use the arrow keys to highlight the axis you would like to update. Press Workpiece Coord and then Apply Machine Coordinate. This will set the x-axis to the current position of the spindle. However, because we touched the waster board with the edge of the tool, and we want our x-axis to align with the center of the tool, we need to add another half of the tool diameter to the x workpiece coordinate. For the y-axis, because the center of the saw blade aligns with the center of the spindle, we can use any tool to set this origin, which is generally easier. Note that if the saw blade is orientated another 90 degrees, then the X and Y will be flipped. Use the saw to do the Y and a reference tool to do the X. As with the X-axis, you can touch against the Y and then add half the tool diameter. However, any method you are familiar with will work. Once all three origins have been set, you can begin running the program.